willing to help somebody.
Shut up and listen, cause we're about to make history. Face off in this thing one more again. Let's talk about it.
Three-quarter production, let's talk about the world and its corruption. Let's talk about it, let's take it to the street, let's talk about it, let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about it. Three-quarter production coming at you with it.
What up? Ace off in this thing one more again. So let me tell you about my day. I'm moving from one storage to the next storage because I found a bigger storage for a cheaper price. So I'm moving from the storage that costs a little much and to another storage that's bigger and costs less. But anyway, I've been with this storage company, which I'm not going to mention. They get on my last nerve. You already know I will put their name out there for sure. But when I call corporate, they got everything right. Anyway, let me get into the story and I'll let you know what happened. Moving my stuff. Anyway, when I get to the new storage, they got a lock. They put the lock on the inside of the storage unit. And hell, I'm moving from one storage to the next unit. It's a used lock that they put on the floor. I take the lock and I put it on the door and I lock it because I don't want nobody to take the lock, lift it up and take the lock, the brand new lock, and then it's on me. I gotta pay for a lock that they put in there. Now I have my own lock. Remember, I've been with the same storage unit for some years now. So I have my own lock. So usually I've been to 4 different units with this particular company. Oh, excuse me. And usually when I go from one unit to the next unit, they tell me the new lock that we put on there, just take it, bring it back whenever you get your own lock and show us that you got your own lock, bring our lock back, and we'll give the money back. Cool. And that's what I've been doing for some years now. So I get to this place right here, and remember I said I put the lock that she left inside the storage unit, I put it on the door so that nobody's stealing the lock. Anyway, when I go to turn in the lock, her lock, because I got my own lock, when I go to turn in the lock, she tells me, no, well, I can't take this lock back because I got the sticker on it, which I guess she must have went in that morning and she wants to put a sticker on it saying that it was her lock and we used it. Okay, fine. So I go to her. She said, no, I can't take the lock back because you used the lock, blah, 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 blah. First of all, I didn't ask you for a lock. Second of all, every one of these storage units that I've been to, they'll tell me to just bring my lock back and we'll refund you the money on the lock. So I go to her. She's just talking that junk, whatever. I say, you know what? Don't worry about it. I go to corporate on this because this is what I do. I'm not going to sit there arguing back and forth with somebody on some stuff that's not right. If it ain't right, I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to do what I got to do. That's who I am. That's what I'm going to do. Ain't nobody going to do me any kind of way. And customer service is not the same like it used to be. Customer service ain't what it used to be, period. People just act like they don't do you any kind of motherfucking way and talk to you any kind of way. And I'm not going to go back and forth with nobody. That's all to it. So anyway, I say, forget it. Don't worry about it. I'll call corporate and get my money back. So I call corporate. When I call corporate tells me the same thing she tells me. The first lady tells me the same thing she tells me. And she says, well, if you put the lock on the unit, then we can't give you back your money. And I said, well, what the fuck? How the hell? Well, let me speak to her. After a little bit of talking to her, let me speak to a supervisor. I sat on the line waiting for a supervisor probably for about 45 minutes or so to an hour, something like that. And when the person came on the line, she was nice, she was laid back. I told her the situation about the lock, and she said, "You know what? I can help you with that. Don't worry about it. I can't give you a refund, but I can give you some credit, which is 20 some dollars for the lock." I said, "That's good. That'll work." Yeah. So she gives me the money, the credit, 20 some dollars on the lock credit, and that was that. Now, the moral of the story is you gotta fight for what's right. If it's right, then fight for it. Because think about it. Why would you try to sell me a lock? First of all, you put the lock in there in my unit. I didn't ask you for the lock because I got a lock already. I got the same exact locks you got. So why would I need your lock? So anyway, when you put the lock in there, and just because I put it on, I locked the lock on the unit for a couple of hours, you're going to charge me? Hell no, that's not going to work. So the moral of the story is fight for what you believe in. Fight for what's right. If it's right, you fight for it. You don't back down. You don't let people come at you. If it's the right thing to do, you fight for it. I remember when I was locked up, I had a gun charge, and that gun charge, well, I fought. And they tried to pin me with a gun, and I fought to the end, and I had my peers telling me, "Oh no, man, don't, man, you better take the plea. You better take the plea. You win, you can't win, and all this stuff." And at the end of the day, I took it all the way to the door. I sat there for 3 years fighting this gun charge, and at the end of the day, when I took it to the door, uh, the judge asked me, "Well, what can we do? What do you want for us to be able to solve this case?" And I said, "To drop the charges. Just that easy." And that's exactly what happened. They dropped the charges, and I went back to the cell to the same motherfucker running his fucking mouth. My peers, same color skin, my peers sitting there telling me that was telling me that I can't win. And I went back and let them know the outcome of the story. It was like, "Oh wow, I can't believe you won." Well, first of all, you got to fight for what's right. Period. Anyway, that's the moral of the story today. Fight for what's right. Stand up for what's right. Don't back down for nothing. And anybody in your ear telling you that you can't do it or it's not going to happen, and that's just how it is, which is most likely. Listen, don't listen to them. Keep fighting and fight for what's right and go get what's yours. Period. Ace, I'm out. Hold on. She'll leave y'all with one song and I'm gone. Hold on. Let me leave y'all with one song. Y'all check out this song I got out. It's called Him. And y'all show me some support on Amazon, iCloud, wherever you get your music. Y'all go check it out and show me some support. And
Shut up and listen, cause we're about to make history. Ace.
If I got it, then it's gone. I'm cold like when I fell Jon Snow. No shame when the doors close. Hard like my baby face on soft mode. All business, no tuxedo. Boss like Mike Brady, though. All I want is world cheat code. Then I'ma save it all for my people. I'm here. Look in the mirror, I see him. When I step in the field, it's him. Better than me, not them. No way, can't be. Not me, not me. Can't be. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. I ain't never need nobody help. Talking that shit to get you gone, goes. All the backstabbing, bad for your health. I'm 10 toes down, both feet on 10. Kiss me on the face, not beat on the belt. I don't play games, but you know I'm top shelf. Off gas, no brakes, no I go full throttle. Tell the boys stop capping in their raps. Tell them get their own swag, cause they can't borrow. I can teach you how to boss up El Chapo. No, I don't want the crown, but they know that I got hoes. Baby, y'all bark, but my brother